We are here with Serena Lekawa today, and go ahead and give us a little bit of an introduction about yourself and where you come from, your education.
I'm Serena. I'm from Orange County, California. I go to school at Washington University in St. Louis, and I am majoring in anthropology and minoring in writing.
You just completed one of our internships here. Go ahead and describe what type of internship you did here.
So I was an intern with Wayne, so we did kind of, we spent half our time, probably about half, working on our own project, which in this case we were working on a website for the IOE Hope branch of Nourish the Planet. And we spent the other half of the time sort of just doing intern tasks, doing some research and writing reports and working with documents, redacting information, that kind of thing.
What was your goal when entering into the program?
It's just to learn and help as much as I could. I was not exactly sure what I was getting into in terms of specifics, but I was just ready to do whatever there was to do and learn whatever there was to learn.
You kind of answered this already, but what kind of projects did you work on in your internship?
So mostly we worked on a web page, so that was pretty interesting. Got to learn how to use WordPress, which I had no idea it was so doable to make a website, because I think especially for someone of my generation, I'm not particularly tech savvy, but I think I've learned a lot in that sense. So
what are some additional resources you would like to have seen?
I don't know if this counts as a resource, but I think it would have been fun maybe to have some more interaction with just everyone around the office, other interns, that kind of thing. So I guess more of just a community as a resource.
Social aspect of it?
Exactly.
Do you feel your internship was a valuable learning experience?
I do, definitely, in terms of skills, like technical skills and just work experience skills in general.
What things did you learn that you plan on using in the future?
Apart from, again, the technology aspect of things I learned, I think some work organizational skills. I became very familiar with Google Drive, which I realize is just a great way to organize life in general. So
Definitely. How do you think your internship will help you move into a career?
I guess I don't really know yet, but I mean, I'm sure I learned a lot of skills that are applicable in a lot of places, so hopefully that will manifest itself later.
Go ahead and describe your relationship with your supervisor.
I think it was definitely a positive and open one. We were always free to ask questions, but also kind of make our own way, which was good, I think.
How was your supervisor easily accessible?
Yeah, he was usually in the next room, so.
How knowledgeable do you think your supervisor was?
I think he's very knowledgeable and definitely in a field that I didn't know a lot about. I didn't really even know what aquaponics at its basic technical level was. I learned a lot about how that works from him, and also just the way that can be integrated both realistically and effectively into the work they do here.
And do you feel your supervisor shared as much of their knowledge with you as possible?
Definitely. We were always encouraged to ask questions whenever we had them. It was very open in terms of knowledge and resource. So,
how organized do you think your supervisor was?
I think he definitely has his system of organization that works for him.
How respectful do you feel your supervisor was?
Very respectful. I always felt 100% respected.
Describe your interaction with other staff.
Everyone seemed very interested in what we were doing, very willing to share what they were doing. We had some fun tours around the warehouse, which we weren't really part of the sustainability aspects of things here, so it was nice to be able to see on that level.
Do you feel I, as your internship coordinator, was a good resource throughout your internship?
Yes.
Give some examples.
Well, I never noticed anything missing or negative, so I guess that would be an example. Yeah, you were always available for any questions as well, so just like everyone was. So.
Is there anything else that you think I could do to better assist interns in the future?
I mean, I guess if I could say one thing, I think it is good to maybe have some programming to just get everyone together and build more of a community in that sense. That could be fun, I think.
And now that you have completed or you're close to completing your internship and knowing everything that you know, would you choose to do it again?
Yeah, I mean, I think every experience is a learning experience, and this was definitely a good one, so yeah.
What is your favorite part of the internship program?
I guess it was nice to be able to kind of place our efforts where we wanted to once we figured out where our specific interests were within Nourish the Planet.
What about that made it your favorite part?
I guess the agency of it, which is always nice, I think a lot of the times in internships, people just kind of do what's put in front of them and they don't really get to process what it is, or it might not even be something they want to do, which is not what happened here.
And what is the single most exciting event that happened during your internship?
I don't know. That webinar was pretty fun. We sheared some alpacas. That was really interesting. I don't know if that even counts, but yeah, I don't know if I could pinpoint.
What was your least favorite part of the internship program?
I liked that we had the freedom to kind of choose what to do, but I think a consequence of that is sometimes you're not really sure what it is you're supposed to do, so there were definitely moments where we had to regroup and figure it out in that sense.
What about it made your least favorite part of the experience?
Well, I think I just could get kind of antsy and confused when I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, so...
Well, that concludes our interview, but before we go, what do you think you can do to make the planet a better place?
It's a lot of small things that amount to larger things, just being conscious of the effect that everything we do has on the environment and the world around us in the broadest sense of that.
Well, we're delighted that you were here, part of our family, and we hope you stay in touch and let us know where life leads you.
I will.